What's up, guys? Steve here at SS Airsoft. We have a new guest in the house coming down to hang out with the cool kids.
How you guys doing?
Herman Tyler Rogue is in the house, as you guys might know him. Tell us a little bit about all this awesome stuff you got going on. And, dude, we've been buying it up, been selling it like crazy, and the kids are just loving it. So tell us, give us the backstory. How did you get here, and then where are you going?
Yeah, so I mean, it started, I would go ahead and say mid-December of 2020 is when I just picked the airbrush back up again. I would go ahead and say I started back in like 2013, put the airbrush down when I was in Oregon just because there wasn't a market at that time. Instagram was not what it is now, what it was back then.
Right.
So when I went ahead and picked it back up, we had hop up, I got one post up, and I was able to go ahead, have one person, and he just immediately just started putting me out there. He believed in me, he believed in my name, believed in my brand. And it started out with one really awesome TikToker, led to another one, next thing you know, just started spreading like wildfire. So it just started going just crazy. I started out with
the power of social media.
Oh yeah, started out with 98 followers. Now I'm approaching near close to, I would say, 4,000. I think I'm about like 3,700. And I mean, the ultimate game plan so far is just to continue to keep on growing, loving the brand, getting my name out there, and creating really custom, awesome work for people to go and have like a really cool identity instead of just having a black gun, a tan gun, whatever it may be. I want to have someone have their own flavor so they're recognized by their gear and not necessarily like their name or something like that, so they'll have something that they'll go ahead and immediately be seen by.
100%, and I hope we can be a big part of that. I mean, so far I love working with you, and I love that reason, because now you can have something that's different, that's specialized to you. Mm-hmm. If you guys have a color or a theme or logo or anything that you want to do, get in contact with him. We're selling all the mask here in the store, all different colors. And, you know, in today's day and age, you know, that's what it's about, is how can I be different?
Yeah.
And this allows somebody to be completely different and have a different identity and have a different look than something they can just buy off the shelf. Absolutely. We're going to do a pan over some of this stuff and insert it in so you guys can see it. It's phenomenal. And, you know, I don't know why, but I've fallen in love with the green. And the stuff is just incredible. The paint job, I don't know if it'll pick up really good in the camera, but paint job is superb. He puts a lot of clear coat over the top of it, and it looks fantastic. And so far from what I've seen, because I know there's going to be a question, it holds up. So yes, you guys are going to get pelted by some BBs, and this stuff seems to hold up. So I think it's going to be fantastic. We're doing the Odins. I'll do a pan over so you guys can see that. He's doing custom guns for you. A lot of the helmets is going on, magazines.
Yep.
Just about anything airsoft, right?
Yep. It's been absolutely wild. I mean, even this mask, I would go ahead and say this was the first thing I went ahead and I painted, and this was mid-December 2020, and I've taken a lot of hits. I've even had guys like, I'm gonna run up on you, I'm gonna gun you down. I'm like, you know what, let's go ahead and test out the paint job to see how it holds up. So I started out with 2 clear coats, 3, and then now we're up to 6 clear coats, and now it's holding up and sending a testament of time.
Okay. So tell us about this masterpiece you got here, and you guys have to see this masterpiece. It is incredible. And again, I don't know if the camera will pick up how it changes colors to some golds and blacks, and it just looks fantastic. What do you call this?
So the design itself, it's called Damascus. It's one of my very popular designs. It will never go ahead and be the same exact one. If I were to lay this Damascus down on another gun, another mask, you can never go ahead and get the same exact one because there's so many different ways it's just traveling, going through, so it's never going to be one singular solid.
So it's like a fingerprint. It's unique every time.
Every single time. And the cool part about it is that this one, I want to go ahead, I love the dark side. I mean, the Empire and everything like that when it came to Star Wars. And I'm like, you know what, this kind of looked like a Boba Fett gun type of deal, but then it also looked like their blaster. I'm like, I want to do something Star Wars themed. And so it took me, I would say, 3 months to go ahead and complete it and come up with the design and what I want to go ahead and do. So I call it the Mauler now, as you can go ahead and tell with Darth Maul right here. And it's a demonic masterpiece that I don't even like to go ahead and touch and run because it scares me. And I mean, it's loud, it's aggressive, it's fast, and it's one of those things where I want to go ahead and make such a beautiful, unique gun that SAI went ahead and developed and made. I want to go ahead and put my own unique stamp and print on it, so there's not going to be another one on the market whatsoever.
100%. So where do you see this thing going? What's in the future?
Honestly, it's going to be one of those where I have some behind the scenes work working with making some very unique mags out of PTS, because I absolutely love running PTS mags. The EPMs, EPM ones, they're just amazing, the quality and everything. I want to do something really unique with those. So I have some behind the scenes work working with them, but ultimately it's going to be one of those things where if I could make this a full-time job, just making beautiful custom work and going, worldwide. I know that right now costs of shipping can go ahead and run pretty high when it comes to shipping overseas. I have a couple pieces out there, and I have people hitting me up from England and all sorts of parts of Europe and everything, where they're like, hey, like this and that. I'm like, if you want to pay $60 in shipping, and that's just for a mask or an Odin, I don't even know what a gun would be. And plus, like with customs and everything, last thing I want is for them to go ahead and grab one of these guns. But like, yeah, we're not going to go ahead and send us overseas. And it's just one of those where I want to continue to grow and just make myself a really cool household name, figure out some really cool people to go ahead and do really unique one-of-one custom die work to go ahead and be sending over to you, things like that, just to continue to grow and just hopefully just one day, you know, lay down the glass installation for Safelite and just really go ahead and just
I think
this.
you can do it, and I think, heck, I can help you get a long way in that. Just not trying to toot my own horn, but as soon as we get them, we sell them.
Yeah.
The kids love them so much.
Yeah.
So, you know, as a businessman, what do you want to do? You want to sell more of them. So we're going to keep sending them to you. I personally love them because I like the different stuff too.
Yeah.
I like having something different in my shop that another guy might not have in his shop.
Mm-hmm.
So that really interests me.
Yeah.
And dude, you found yourself a home and a new family here. So
Yeah.
I'll be glad to be
Thank
doing
you,
business with
absolutely.
you. You guys go check him out. We'll leave
Thank
the
you.
links in the below. You go check out Road Customs over here.
Mhm.
We're going to get it done.
Thank you.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.